Hey everyone, and welcome back to Top 10 Everything. Get ready to have your mind blown, because today we recount down the top 10 ancient technologies that were ridiculously ahead of their time. These incredible inventions prove that our ancestors were brilliant innovators, creating things we still struggle to understand today. So, grab your popcorn and let's dive right in. Kicking off our list at number 10 is Roman concrete. Forget the stuff we use today that cracks after a few decades. We're talking about a formula so durable, structures built with it have survived for over 2,000 years. The secret, they mixed in volcanic ash. This amazing ingredient allowed the concrete to literally self-heal when cracks appeared. It's why ancient Roman harbors, battered by the sea for centuries, are still standing strong. How cool is that? Coming in at number 9, we have the mysterious Baghdad Battery. Unearthed in Iraq, this 2,000-year-old artifact looks like a simple clay jar, but inside, it held a copper cylinder and an iron rod. What was it for? Many experts believe it was a primitive battery, possibly used for electroplating objects with a thin layer of gold or silver. While we can't be 100% sure, it's a fascinating glimpse into ancient experiments with electricity, long before we thought it was understood. And number 8 is the Antikythera mechanism. This incredible device was discovered in an ancient Greek shipwreck and dates all the way back to around 100 BC. It's a complex system of bronze gears that was used to predict solar eclipses and track the movements of the planets. It is so intricate and advanced for its time that it's often called the world's very first analog computer. Imagine having a celestial calculator 2,000 years ago. Forging its way into our number 7 spot is the legendary Damascus steel. If you were a knight in the Middle Ages, this was the steel you wanted for your sword. It was renowned for its incredible strength, sharpness, and a distinctive wavy pattern on the blade. The original recipe was a closely guarded secret that was eventually lost to time. And even with all our modern technology, metallurgists today still have a hard time replicating it. Legends even claim these swords were sharp enough to slice through lesser blades in a single strike. Flowing into number 6 are the Nazca aqueducts, built into deserts of Peru more than 1,500 years ago. These ingenious underground channels were a lifeline, bringing water to an arid region. They used incredible spiral stone wells, known as pugios, which tapped into underground water sources and helped to move it through the system. What's truly mind-boggling is that many of these aqueducts are still functioning and in use today, a testament to their brilliant design. At number 5, we have the Archimedes screw. Invented in ancient Greece, this simple yet brilliant device was a game-changer for moving water. It's basically a giant screw inside a hollow tube. When you turn it, it lifts water from a lower level to a higher one. It was revolutionary for irrigation and draining mines back then. And guess what? We still use the same principle in modern engineering today, from combine harvesters to water treatment plants. It's one of the few ancient inventions that never really went out of style. Shaking things up at number 4 is the Chinese invented way back in 132 AD by a genius named Zhang Heng. This bronze vessel was the world's first earthquake detector. It featured 8 dragon heads around the top, each holding a small bronze ball. Below them were 8 open-mouthed toads. When a tremor occurred, an internal pendulum would swing, triggering a mechanism that made one of the dragons drop its ball into the toad below, indicating the direction of the earthquake. Amazingly, it was sensitive enough to detect quakes from hundreds of miles away. Now for our number 3 spot, the Incan quipu. This might look like just a collection of knotted strings, but it was so much more. The quipu was a sophisticated information storage system used by the Inca Empire. Different knots, colors, and string links were used to record everything from census data and tax records to historical events and calendars. It was their version of a hard drive. Some researchers even believe these knots might encode complex stories and literature, a lost language we're still trying to decipher. Blazing in at number 2 is Greek fire. This was the super weapon of the Byzantine Empire, an incendiary substance that struck fear into the hearts of their enemies. It was a liquid fire that could be sprayed from ships, and, most terrifyingly, it continued to burn even on water. It was instrumental in defending Constantinople for centuries. The exact formula was a state secret, so well kept that it was eventually lost completely, making it one of history's greatest military mysteries. And finally, our number 1 ancient technology that was light years ahead of its time is the Indus Valley plumbing system. We read going back over 4,000 years to a civilization in modern-day Pakistan and India that had urban planning down to a science. Their cities had sophisticated sewage systems, private indoor toilets, and even running water in some homes. To put that in perspective, their cities were far more hygienic than many European towns thousands of years later. You can still see the remains of their incredible drainage systems today. It's truly astonishing. And that's a wrap on our countdown of the top 10 ancient technologies ahead of their time. Which one of these inventions impressed you the most? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you enjoyed this journey back in time, don't forget to hit that like button. Share this video with your friends and subscribe for more amazing top 10s every week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.